Okay. And we're live. Welcome to episode 94 of the CosCast. I am your main host, Pixie Dust Cosplay, and with me I have my fellow co-hosts.
Nabala Cosplay.
Oh,
and yeah. Sorry, I muted my microphone.
That's okay. And joining us...
Oh my god.
No, it's okay. It's fine. We all mess up from time to time. With us, we have our wonderful guest, Mitternacht Cosplay from Sweden. Welcome.
Hi.
We're so glad you could join us today. So today we'll be... Oh, yeah. No, you're welcome. We've been wanting to have you on for a really long time. Yeah. Because we think you're great. Just awesome.
Yes.
So the main theme of today is kind of going to be like an interview with you, talk a little bit about cosplay and creative block and stuff like that. But before we do that, we're going to go into one of our usual segments, which is Cosplay Progress. So have we been working on anything cosplay related this week?
Still doing math. This thing. It's not cosplay related, but it's related to something at least. Just not cosplay.
Yeah, you have that major exam coming up, so...
Also, I'm going to show you something funny because I might, at some point, experiment a little bit with LEDs, lights and stuff like that, tech at some point. Because my boyfriend, he, as it turns out, is an amazing tech person. So he has just bought a lot of like small stuff. You can see all the stuff here on the table. I have no idea what it does, but it's tech stuff that I could possibly use in my cosplays at some point in the future somewhere.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm planning on using his new learned skills in techie things, and I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, use it for what it's worth. It sounds
Oh
good.
yeah.
How about you, Linnea?
Not that much. I've just been mentally preparing for London in 2 weeks for Comic-Con. I've been buying some fabric, but that's pretty much it, actually.
What kind of cosplays do you plan on doing?
I'm doing a parrot version from Steven Universe based on Sunset Dragon's dress design, along with a few friends. So it's gonna be really fun, but I really need to start working on the dress now.
Sunset Dragon, she's crazy talented.
Yeah.
Those designs are so gorgeous. Okay, cool. Oh, Cecilia's here. She's late. That's nice.
Not too late.
I've been working on like a headpiece for like a urban, like, I don't know, fashionista, hipster Ariel design that I'm going to do. So yeah, it's sort of like a decorative headband. It's going to be on my head, not this head, obviously. So yeah, doing that. Sculpting Warbler and started the paint job earlier tonight. So yeah, and I started dyeing my Cereson Crate Gambison with coffee. So weathering, yes.
Nice.
So far. How about you, Tonya?
I propped some of my wigs on my wig heads. I had to wash some shoes today. It's not cosplay related, but I had to wash some shoes, and that's the first time I've done it in my life. And because my cat peed on them.
Aww.
But now at least you know how to wash your shoes in case you have to wash your cosplay shoes. So
Yeah.
It's a win. We'll call it cosplay related. All right. So the next piece on our agenda is talking about cosplay and geek news from the community. So I'm going to screen share some stuff as soon as it's ready, to be sure. There, I'm so professional, you know. All right. So on Kotaku.com, they recently posted the Best Cosplay from the Chicago Comic-Con and Entertainment Expo. So if anyone's interested in seeing how cosplayers have been working it in Chicago, you can stop by. I've posted the link on our Facebook page. So you can just go there and you'll find it. It seems like there's a lot of interesting stuff in Chicago. And the next piece of news is someone came up with an interesting idea for a video game. So 1950s housewives during a zombie apocalypse where only the men are affected. So you fight in a pretty dress and with a chainsaw or an axe. And I don't know, I thought this was pretty funny.
It's cute.
Yeah.
But morbid.
It's very morbid. It's something about that contrast between pretty dresses and blood and gore that I find fascinating.
Yeah, it's a really cool concept. I want to do that.
I would play that game. So someone make it, please.
Yeah.
Let's see. The next thing on the agenda is Art Stand recently released which art stands are going to TwitterCon. So you can stop by twittercon.no and check out all the cool art stands that are signed up so far. And there will probably be more coming along as we get closer to the convention. So go have a look at that too.
Yeah, they also posted their tickets today.
Yes.
And there they also have ticket prices for art stands and normal attendees.
Yes. Aslak says there will be more later. There are just a few there now, so it's nice to have an official in the chat who can tell us these. Let's see, some more news. Our vlog from Fredrikstad Sci-Fi Festival is up on YouTube if you want to check that out and see what kind of shenanigans we did there. And also on Wednesday this week, Wednesday the 10th of May, we are live streaming episode 5 of our Dragon Age RPG live stream over on. Yes, we're so excited.
Yes.
So if you want to check that out, just head on over to our YouTube channel, Fateful Fumble, where you can subscribe and see all of the previous episodes and episode number 5, which is coming up this week. So yeah, it'll be very exciting. We're going to spring someone from prison, I think. So. Without spoiling it too much. Also, KazookaCon, which is a brand new convention that they're starting up for the first time this year, are having a ticket giveaway. So if you head on to their Facebook page or their Instagram account and tag a friend in the comment section in the original posts, you could win 2 free tickets for KazookaCon, which is in 3 weeks. So you should check that out. And it's not that far from Lillestrøm in Norway, if you're wondering if it's nearby you. So you should definitely check that out. And last but not least, we attended Cosplay Night at Astrup Fearnley, the Museum of Contemporary Art, earlier this week. Do you guys want to talk about how that was?
It was really fun. I really wish that more people would come. But I think it was a lot of people that showed, and a lot of cosplayers that I haven't really seen yet also, but also a lot of people that I already know. So it was nice to see both new and not old people, but you know what I mean.
Faces.
Yes.
I believe those were the words you were looking for.
Yeah.
No,
But I really liked the Murakami by Murakami exhibit. Thank you. My brain is kind of fried after all the math that I've done all weekend, so I'm sorry if I'm just a bit slow. but the artist, he seems like a really crazy and inspiring and cool and awesome guy, and it was really fun to see. And all the details, man, those details.
Lots of details. And there was also art from other Japanese artists that he features in his gallery or something like that. And we were very fascinated by a particular video installation thing that had motion sensors, so it would start playing when you approached it, and it was very interactive and fun.
Cute.
And also there was a 3-meter tall hentai statuette sculpture thing. And some very disturbing cowboy inspired things too. So if you haven't seen this exhibit yet and you are in Oslo, you should go check it out because it is interesting, to put it mildly.
Yeah, I think it's only 1 or 2 weekends left and then it will be gone.
Only 2 weeks and then it's gone.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I think we filmed something from it, so we'll be putting up a vlog or a music video or something from that too eventually. When Sunniva has the time to edit it all.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, cool. So that's all the news that I've collected for this week. Now someone else will get to talk a little bit, and ask you some questions. But before we go to the interview, I'm just going to screen share some pictures of some of your previous cosplays, so people who might not have seen them before can get to know you. Let's see. There we go. So this is a very interesting and creative choice to me. This is from Steven Universe, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is very impressive. How did you even solve this?
I'm not sure. I'm still not sure. Actually. I just thought I really like this character. She's called Malachite. And when she appeared in the show, she's not even in the show more than like 1 episode or 2 maybe. But I really love the design. And I'm like, hey, I've never done 4 legs before. I should try.
But what are those other legs made of? That's what I'm wondering.
They're actually made out of, what's it called? Some pipes. And shaped with foam, and then they're on wheels actually, so the hind legs move when I move.
So cool.
Yeah, no. The thing is that this was designed to be worn for NarCon, which is during the summer, and it's an outside convention, so the wheels are actually made to work on like asphalt and being outside. But the thing is, the entire convention, it was raining, so I had to be inside, and the wheels didn't work very well for that, but it turned out good anyways, as long as I didn't move too much.
Sounds amazing.
It's still awesome though, have to say. Yeah.
I had such pain in my legs because I had to walk like bent over like that. I couldn't like walk for a week after that costume.
That's amazing. Oh wow.
What we do for cosplay.
Yeah, this one looks a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, this is also from Steven Universe, which is sort of what I'm into right now. I made this costume in maybe 2 weeks or something because I just woke up one night and like, hey, I need to make this costume right now. But it's probably my favorite cosplay right now because I've had so much fun in this costume.
Yeah. It's impressive though that you made it in such a short time. It looks very clean and finished.
Yeah, from a distance.
That's what
you
we all say.
See it up close.
Right?
Yeah.
Cool. So follow your passions, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never look on the inside.
Oh, exactly. This one is a very popular one amongst your followers, it seems.
Yeah. This is Undine from Undertale. And it started out basically that I'm a huge makeup freak and I just really wanted to do this look. And then when I did it, I really loved it. So I continued over to doing the entire costume. And this is one of my my personal favorites amongst my makeups because it's so much fun to make. I love being blue. Like, I love blue aliens and blue monsters is my favorite.
How did you make those scale patterns on your forehead? Did you just like wire or something and spray over it, or?
No. I just took my wig cap that I wore and I just slipped it over my forehead, and then I just dabbed on it over it with some cream grease paint, I think it was. So then when you remove it, you get this really cool scale-like pattern, and it takes like 30 seconds. So it's really easy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We learned something new. Okay, let's see. This, I don't know what this even is. So I felt like I had to include it. What are we looking at here?
This character is called Siam from Silent Hill. It's one of those weird ideas that me and my boyfriend had. Like, hey, do you even think this is possible to do as a costume? And we were like, lol, we should try. So basically, it's me lying on my boyfriend's back while he's walking with stilts. And
Oh my god!
yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
It's very crazy. And like looking back, because this was back in maybe 2010, maybe, I'm not sure. This was a really dangerous costume to make because like the harness we made for me to stay on top of his back, it was really poorly made, we realize now. So if I had fallen, we probably would have like not killed ourselves, but close, because it was really, really dangerous.
Ah.
Yeah.
Would you ever want to do it again or no?
No.
Did you do this only for a picture, or did you walk like this at the convention?
We actually walked around like that, and we competed, and we won with it. This was at UpCon in Sweden. It's a convention that it's no longer active, but it was Sweden's largest convention back in the days. So we actually wore this on stage. And so this picture is taking up on the cosplay competition. And the only thing that's going through my mind in this pic is like, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
Yeah, because you guys must have had help to get down and up to the stage.
No, we actually did it on our own. I just needed a chair or a wall that I could like climb up on with my legs. So
Wow.
we had a lot of friends who helped us, but we were not counting on having because we weren't sure if they were going to attend. So we did. But yeah, it was a total mess, and I would never do it again.
It looks amazing, though.
Yeah, it does.
Thanks.
Wow. It's just, bonkers. This one I really like because I love Borderlands so much.
Yay!
And Moxie is one of my favorites. So fun.
Yeah, mine too. This was actually a collaboration between me and a company called Cosplay Sky, which sponsored me with the costume. So I modeled it for them. And I really love the costume, but it was really weird for me because I never really do this kind of revealing costumes.
Mm-hmm.
So this was the first. But it was really fun. But when we were shooting this photo, it was in the backyard of an old store in our town. And that couch, it had just been raining. So it was so wet, and it was stinking like of mold and dirt. And it's an abandoned store in the parking lot. It was so disgusting, like you wouldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
You can't see that on your face, though, and that's good.
If you look close enough, you see it in my eyes.
What you do for cosplay. Wow. Very impressive. So do you feel more comfortable with revealing cosplays after this, or no?
Yeah, well, I guess Moxie is probably the worst costume to start with if you just starting to get into revealing costumes, because it's extremely revealing to me, at least.
Yeah,
but,
I agree.
Doing this, like, when I'd done this, all the other costumes seemed so chill and easy. So, yeah, it feels better, a lot better.
Cool. Pushing boundaries is a good thing sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. I think this is the last one. Yeah. Had to include this too, because Borderlands.
Yeah. This is Geek from
Necromancer.
Borderlands.
Yes. She's so funny.
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her. She's my favorite character.
Yes. I want to cosplay that character too. She's amazeballs.
She has so many different gadgets and things and like accessories, like tiny bracelets and necklaces and things. Yeah. And I made them all out of craft foam because they were supposed to look cartoony, and they were supposed to be lightweight. So I had so much fun doing all her weird stuff and weird shit in just craft foam. And it was like the best. This was probably one of the funniest costumes to make because
Oh, cool.
the Borderlands style is so outrageously silly. So
Yeah.
it's so much fun to make.
And I mean, you get to wear a lunchbox on your hip. How cool is that?
Yeah, I could keep my phone in it. It was the best.
Cosplays with pockets or pouches are the best. They just
Yeah.
are. All right. So, Sunniva, maybe you want to start off with the first few questions?
Of course. The first one is, how did you get into cosplay and how long have you been doing it?
I started learning of cosplay back in 2007, but I didn't go to my first convention until maybe a year later or so. I think, I'm not sure because it was a long time ago, but I discovered it through the internet, and then I had some friends and I was like, this is really cool. Try it with me. You don't have any choice. Just try it with me. And it was really awkward and cringy, and we like wardrobed cosplay that entire summer from like Naruto and One Piece. I'm really happy we don't have any photos from that, but we had so much fun. So
It's always easier when you have friends that do the same, I would say.
Yeah. I think that's the reason why I actually got into it, because I wouldn't have done it on my own.
Yeah, but that's how we started too. Sunniva just like, hey, I've been thinking, do you want to try cosplay with me? And I was like, yes.
I've been waiting for someone to ask for so many years. That's how it felt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you don't have friends who drag you into it, you just go about it like I did, and that is like running around in the streets at nighttime.
Yes, wearing a cape.
Wearing a cape.
That sounds fun though.
Yeah, it's very fun. I mean, it's great. I'm crazy, so it's fine.
Yes, you are, and we love you for it.
But what is your personal favorite or your favorite personal cosplay and why?
Oh, it's really hard. I think I love all my costumes. It's a boring answer, because I think when you invest a lot of time and thought into it, you kind of need to love the character or the costume for it to actually work. But for now, I'd probably still say Yellow Diamond from Steven Universe, because I wore it at last year's, I think, MCM Comic Con in London, and it was probably one of my best con experiences, because I had so much fun, and the British cosplay community is so great and supportive, and even for me, who was like a Swede and I had never been to an English convention before, and they just accepted me, and it was so much fun. And just generally, it's such a silly character, and I like my characters to not be too serious. So all the characters that I can goof around with probably my favorite.
Exactly. It's really fun when you get to be into character as well, and when you have a lot of people interacting with you.
Yeah. And I think it's helping because Steven Universe is still a very popular show, so a lot of people recognize me, which is a huge plus when you're doing like a group cosplay or when you're alone.
Yeah.
So it was really fun. Yeah.
All right. What would you say is your cosplay speciality?
Oh, that's so hard. I'm equally bad at everything, but maybe I think I would have to say makeup, because it's what I've been doing for the past few years, and I just love how you can, because I've always been into like drawing and painting, and now I just moved it to paint on my face instead, and I love how you can do like all these interpretations and your own ideas merged into original designs.
Yeah.
So makeup has become a huge part of my costumes lately, going even as far as to deliberately choosing characters with weird faces and with weird makeup, because I think it's so much fun to do.
Yeah, it's like magic, I would say.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
like magic.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
I've seen you
Lava
do,
would be happy
and even
about
like
this.
yeah. I've seen you do a lot of live streams on Facebook and such of you doing makeup, but I really enjoy that. It's cool.
Us. Yeah, but it's a lot of fun, and with live streams especially, because one of my favorite things to do, like with my followers, is to just sit down and be like, yeah, we're going to do this character. I have no idea what we're doing. Guys, help me. We do this together. And they give me ideas and they teach me stuff. They taught me how to do makeup freckles, which was awesome because I'd never done it before. And then we just create this thing together, and it's I think it's a really nice thing.
Cool. How much time would you say that you spend on, how much time would you spend on putting on makeup for a cosplay, especially one of those blue or yellow ones? And...
It depends. Generally, I always count in 4 hours for a makeup, but it depends. Like if I'm wearing body paint for more than my face, then I need to maybe add some more, because I'm really slow with my makeup, like extremely slow, and I don't like to rush it. So the few times when I've had to rush it, like in an hour or two, I always panic, and it doesn't turn out very good. So I always overcount my time just to be sure that I can take it slow. But for like general makeup, that doesn't have any face paint, maybe 1 or 2 hours. But for face paint, at least 4.
You have to get up really early then when it's like con time.
Yeah, so early. I don't want to talk about it. Especially when you have like prejudging or whatever. It's like, yeah, we start at 10 because then you can sleep in. And like, yeah, 4. So yeah, it sucks.
Do you have an airbrush, or do you do it all by hand?
Funny story. We did have an airbrush, or we do. And we used to bring it to conventions, but the last time we did it, it was at MadCon, and we were doing, I can't even remember, some whole body paint. And we started painting, me and my boyfriend, and like maybe 1 hour in, someone knocks on our door, and it was the receptionist from the hotel, and my boyfriend opens up, and he's entirely yellow. And they're like, yeah, the fire alarm went off in here. Are you guys okay?
Oh, because of like the gases and stuff.
Yeah, the gas from the airbrush had apparently set off the fire alarm, and like my boyfriend opens the door and he's wearing this sclera contacts and he's entirely yellow, and he's like, "No, we're fine."
We're just genetically mutating in here, but we're cool.
Don't mind us.
Oh my god.
Be careful when you use airbrushes.
Yeah. But which aspect of cosplay do you enjoy the most? I guess you said that you do enjoy makeup the most, but like, how do you feel about wigs or sewing or prop making, the social aspect of it all, competitions and stuff like that?
I can't sew for shit, so I actually love building and like fabricating costumes. So that has always been one of my favorite parts, like doing props and armor and stuff. And I used to compete a lot in my youth, but but nowadays I do mostly like judging, or I hold panels and stuff like that. Because what I'm getting at is that the social aspect of cosplay, all-time favorite, is probably the reason why I keep doing it, because I really think that it's such a big thing. Like, it has so many different aspects that you can really pick your favorites from within the community, and it's such a great feeling to know everyone is doing different things within cosplay. We're all doing kind of the same thing. I'm rambling now, I'm sorry, but
it's completely fine.
Yeah. We love passionate.
Yeah, I'm really passionate about this. So like, social networking is really important to me. I love the feeling that me and my followers are like this big cyber family, and they help me so much and give me suggestions, and whenever I'm in an artist block, they help me, and I feel like we're doing the cosplays together. And it's a really good feeling because it feels like you're never alone in this. So sometimes I'm excited to do a costume because I want to show it to my friends and to my followers more than actually wearing it. So
that's such a sweet way of looking at it.
Do you have any Do you have any like favorite materials that you like working with when you do props and armor and stuff like that?
No, I like changing materials, but I did use a lot of thermoplastics like Warbline stuff a few years ago, but these lately I've just started using more foam, like all types of foam, Eva foam, craft foam, because I realized that it's so much easier to work with and you can still make it look really good. There's a book called The Foam Smith.
Yeah, I've heard about that one.
Yeah, it's so good. Go buy it if you haven't, because it teaches you to make all these amazing things out of just foam. Divided up into chapters, like this is how you do things if you have 2 years to work with, and this is how you work with it if you have a week to work with. So it's a great book, so I really recommend it to everyone.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have to check it if I have it in my Humble Bundle cosplay edition.
Yeah.
And also
punished props, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I had one more question, and that is, because we haven't written it down, but do you have any other like do's and don'ts with different types of materials? Like the story with the airbrush, do you have any like experiences that's something's gone completely wrong, but you know, that you want to share?
So many, yeah. Everything you do goes wrong. No, but
No. I don't believe you.
No, but we had this really fun. No, actually, we were a few years back. We were at it's also NACON, I think. We had we were part of a huge cosplay chess, and it was Game of Thrones themed. So it was like different Game of Thrones character versus others. And I was wearing a chest plate made entirely out of Worbla, like entirely, not even a craft foam or like anything, because I had rushed it, so it was just Worbline paint on it. And this was in the summer, and it was like maybe 30 degrees outside, like really, really warm. So it worked with Worbline, you know, that untreated Worbline in the sun, yeah, at all. So basically, we started this battle, and I was standing still for such a long time in this that my armor started melting.
No.
And then when it was my turn to like, yeah, it was great because the girl who I was supposed to battle with, she didn't realize that my armor was melting, but I was. So I'm like, oh, whatever, I'm just throwing it away afterwards. So when we had our battle, she like tackled me really gently, but she left this huge dent in my armor because it was so soft, and she was so horrified because she thought you'd broken it. And like it was a huge dent because the Warbler was so soft. So she was really horrified, and it looked really brutal, but it was a lot of fun.
Oh, poor girl.
Did you tell her about this?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay. You decided to be a good person.
I'm like, no, what did you do?
Oh, poor girl.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oslak has written in the chat, and your boyfriend is super good at stuff. Wonder Team. We're getting to that eventually. Just
yes.
My boyfriend is awesome.
So Tanya, your turn. You're on, lady.
Yes. Okay. Do you ever get tired of cosplay or experience creative blocks? And if so, how do you deal with it?
Yeah, all the time. I mean, I pretty much just got out of one, and it was strange because I've never had any real artist blocks that lasted for this long, because I haven't really created a new costume until maybe last November, like a big costume. I did some small ones for this February, but I was just so tired, and I didn't feel like I had the energy, even though I wanted to. I could make like plans forever, but then when it actually came to it, I didn't have the energy to make them. But it's hard to say how to get out of it, because I think it differs from person to person. But for me, it helped to like, my boyfriend helped a lot because he was being really supportive and like sort of trying to get me excited about new costumes, which sort of worked. But I think one thing you can actually do that might help is go back and work a bit on your already finished costumes, because when you're feeling really down and have this block, it might be hard to start working on a big new project, even though that is what you actually want to do. I think it might be a big project to do when you're feeling that way. So maybe just go back and you cheat by going into one of your other costumes and start fixing it up a little, and from there you maybe can advance it more and more, because that's what worked for me at least.
Well, that's smart.
Very
Absolutely.
nice
Makes sense.
tip.
Yeah.
I haven't ever thought about that actually, because I got a lot of cosplays that I've done that could be better if I just, fix them a bit. So I'll take that into consideration.
Yeah.
Good advice is given on this show.
Yay!
Always. Okay. You were awarded a Community Hero Award earlier this year. How did that feel?
It was great because I had never expected it. The Swedish Cosplay Community Awards is really new in Sweden. It's basically an award ceremony that awards certain people within the community, which I think is a really nice initiative to lift the community as a community rather than just focusing on contests. Because one of the most important things to me about cosplay is that it's not just the contests, it's so much more. So actually being awarded this award was crazy, but to me it meant the world because I live for our community. I love it so much, and I'm so proud of how much it's grown just over a couple of years. So I was really shocked, and seeing as the award ceremony was actually at the Swedish Cosplay Championship where my boyfriend was competing, my head was completely elsewhere. Like when they called my name, I was like, shit, I should probably go back on stage. It was great. I was so happy. So it was amazing.
Oh, that's great. Now it seems like a really cool idea, and I wish we could have implement that in Norway too, like a community awards for people who do great things for the community. Because, as you say, the focus on competitions can become too much, and it's nice to be able to focus on the bonding experience and the community.
Yeah.
It would have been cool to have like a gala event thing.
Oh, it's so cool. I would go to that.
And it kind of was, because it was at the Swedish Cosplay Championship was actually at a cosplay ball this time. So everyone was wearing these cosplay inspired character ball gowns, and it was really like this Oscars feeling to it. It was really cool. Except that I was backstage all the time, so I didn't get to experience it, but it was great anyway.
We watched it on live stream actually. We all three were gathered in my couch in my living room. We were having this awesome, amazing cosplay weekend. It was really, really great. And it was really inspiring to watch.
Yeah.
Also,
hands down, one of our favorite performances was your boyfriend's Death Angel. We were like, oh my god, those movements, it's so creepy. It looks just like the movie. Ah!
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like the movements and the movements of the mouth and all the twitching. It was just so perfect and on point.
That's great. It was really good that it worked because the wings are controlled by a remote control that I use while I'm sitting down on the stage. And the thing is, the day before the contest, the remote started glitching. So we would press the button and the wings would only open up and so the day for the competition, we went up really early and went around all of city to find batteries or a new remote, and no one had any because this was this cheap Chinese crap. And so we were like, okay, anyways, and if the wings don't work on stage, that's how it is. So basically I would press it 100 times and it worked one time. So when we were actually up on stage and they actually worked, it was so great because we never expected it. So when they pulled us back on stage, yay, your performance was good, we were like, screw that. The wings work. That's what's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it must have been so great to work on that thing together.
Yeah. We actually do almost all of our costumes together, or like not this one because he made it because he was competing here to make it on his own, but almost all of our costumes together. So it feels really good to be working as a team. And even though he did the entire costume for this one, we still kind of did the performance together. And it felt really great when we actually got it done and the practice started to show. And yeah, it really felt really good.
I stole the next question from Tonya now. I'm sorry. I just got excited.
I hate you. I'm gonna come back at your house and murder you in your sleep. No.
Oh, wow. That was very overkill.
You're talking to the person who's, role-playing Ness here, so beware.
Yes.
I got murderous tendencies. Yes. No.
Oh, I'll be careful in the future.
You better.
But you
All
didn't
right.
ask the last bit of the question, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see. We've just talked about that you helped your boyfriend qualify for the NCC this year as a representative for Sweden. But what was it like for you two?
To qualify? Or to...
Yeah, to qualify.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Because I've been working a bit with the NCC earlier. I've been the judge one of the years, like 2 years ago, I think. And this year, all my friends are competing in the NCC, so it's gonna be great. Me personally, because I don't have to have the pressure of being up on stage. It's my boyfriend have to do that, so I can just have fun with my friends.
It's good that you're not the judge this time, because that would have been, not fair.
Really weird.
Conflict of interest there a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you even would have been, too harsh on your boyfriend because you know all his errors.
Yeah, I think there's a risk. But the thing is, I've judged a lot, and everyone pretty much knows everyone in the Swedish cosplay community, at least. Or when you've been into it for as long as I have, you always judge people that you know, or like your friends or such. So I think it's important that even though you know them, you still need to treat them like everyone else, like not being harsher, not being nicer. Just turn off the friendship for 10 minutes while you're judging them, and then you can turn it back on again.
Right. I guess sometimes you can, of course, turn off the friendship for a while, but if you're friends with someone who's competing, you have most likely been watching all their progress photos, and that might or might not be a good thing. That can turn out both ways.
I know when we were judging, I think it was at Genki last year, I'm not sure. We actually had to talk before judging, like, are we taking into consideration things that we have seen beforehand, or are we just judging these photos? Because there were so many people that we knew that we have watched, so we needed to make that clear before. So that can be, as you say, both a good or a bad thing.
But that's really good to make that clear before going into a judging. That's really smart. Cool.
Yeah.
But it's very much the same in Norway. Everyone pretty much knows everyone or has heard of each other at least. So you often end up judging people you know.
Yeah. Well, I think like Sweden and Norway still have pretty much smaller communities compared to like the USA or to England. So, but it's growing. Like every day I see new cosplayers. I'm like, oh, they're so young. So,
summer children.
I remember back in time when I was,
in my days. There was no warm-up.
That time we had, cardboards and stuff. But,
used a real
this
hair.
Is like a question from me, so it's not written. But what aspect of the cosplay competitions do you enjoy the most, and which do you dislike the most?
Oh, that's really hard because I don't compete anymore. what I liked, I'm trying to think back. What I liked the most was being on stage, definitely, because the times that I've competed, it's not been like for the competition's sake, more like going up on stage. So being on stage is always the best, but it can also be the worst because I have a really bad stage fright. So you stand like on the stage 2 minutes before you're going to go up on stage, and you feel like you're going to throw up, and you're like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? My feet hurt and I want to go home. And then like when you're up on stage, everything's like, oh, this is perfect. I love my life. So both being on stage and being on stage, probably best and the worst.
Yeah, I totally understand that. I would totally have answered the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Hashtag that feeling.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question. If you had an unlimited budget, what would be your dream cosplay?
Oh, that's so difficult. I have so many. Probably not a matter of budget, but probably a matter of unlimited skill, because I would love to do Garrus Vicarian from Mass Effect, and I am not sure if I would be able to do that right now.
But if you had the budget, you could probably buy the knowledge.
You could hire someone else to do it.
Or just take the time to learn whatever you needed to learn. Just like I'm a enroll in a special effects class for a year, and then we'll talk.
Yep. No, but I also have I would love to do my longest time dream cosplay has been Naburu from Zelda Ocarina of Time. And the thing is, the costume itself isn't that hard to make, but I've had it as a dream cosplay for so long that I don't think I ever will be good enough to actually make it. Like, it's here up on the pedestal, and it will always be. So.
Yeah, it's like me never watching the last Harry Potter movie, because I know that would be the end of an era.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of it.
It's just you can't do it. You just can't.
I can't. No.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
And also, Lucia says in the chat, Garrus, yes. Ah!
Oh yeah. And I'm also going to just mention one thing that Aslak said earlier about if you don't follow him already, there's this awesome guy called Evil Ted on YouTube who does amazing things with foam. So go check out Evil Ted. And I also have one more question for you, and that is, which conventions will you be attending this year?
I will be attending London Comic Con in 3 weeks, and then probably my next con will be DreamHack, I think. I'm not sure exactly what the dates. DreamHack in Sweden, because it's in my hometown, so it's easy. And NADCon, of course. Probably StorCon, but mostly Swedish conventions.
Cool.
Have you ever visited a Norwegian convention before?
Yeah, I've been to Banzai, and I love it. And I'm really sad that there is no Banzai this year, but
yeah,
if it comes back, I will be there.
We will too.
Oh, I'm going to I'm going actually to TorreCon. Actually, sorry, I forgot about it. So yeah, there's that.
That's amazing. Cool.
Then we will definitely try to gather our courage and come say hi to you in person.
Yes.
Yeah, do it. My boyfriend is being one of the cosplay judges, so I'm gonna be moral support.
Amazing.
We'll see you there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Aslak says, "Yay!"
Christiani, yay! TorreCon.
Yes. People are very excited. Good. We are too.
Yeah, it's great.
So yeah, that's pretty much all the questions we had. If anyone in the chat has anything they want to ask, they can just type in some questions. And in the meanwhile, we can talk about our last segment, which is geekery. So have we watched, read, listened to, or played anything that we would like to recommend to our viewers during the past week?
Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
2. Yes.
2.
Although the first one was cool too.
Yeah. But yeah. I assume you liked it?
It was so much comedy. It was much more comedy
It
the
was great.
second one than in the first one. It was like almost a sheer comedy movie, but it's very, very fun.
Awesome. I want to see it. I want to jump the hype train because I wasn't on it when the first one came out. Because
The first one is so good.
yes, it is. It's very funny.
Yes.
Well, I haven't really had a lot of time to watch anything this week because I've been to work and we went to the Ostrup family thing, and then I was sick before that, so I just wanted to crawl into like a hole and just die. So I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks really and podcasts. I started listening to a brand new cosplay podcast that is called Craft and Geek podcast. They're American. It's Jackie Crafts and Core Geek Crafts or Cosplay that run it. So I can recommend that if people want more cosplay podcasts in their life.
I don't have time for too many podcasts because Critical Role takes up all my time.
Yeah, you're lucky because you can listen to podcasts when you're at work.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, it's so
No.
sad.
Yeah. But the few times I have work, at least.
I have been watching or listening to The Stags, which is one of our sister groups, Fateful Fumble sister groups. They stream under Betrayal Raven's channel on YouTube. And they have 2 episodes out now, and it's fun.
Yeah. Yet another Dragon Age RPG live stream group for those who haven't seen it. All the Dragon Age. All of it.
Follow the hype.
Yes. Miss Dianya is stuck in RPG hell, so she's only been listening to Eric's TBD RPG and Critical Role. And Lucia Farah says, Mass Effect Andromeda stole my social life. So, yeah. So, how about you, Linnea? Have you been watching or reading or playing anything?
No, I've been binge watching RuPaul's Drag Race for the entire past week.
Which season?
All of them, no, but the last season, there's the latest one. And then I forced my boyfriend to watch all the old seasons, so we're watching.
Yes. RuPaul Drag Race is the best.
I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to.
You should.
You
It
should.
looks like fun.
So good.
What is it about, really?
Yeah, and it's actually really,
It's-
it's really close to cosplay actually, because drag and cosplay isn't that far away from each other,
No.
because it's all much about costumes and makeup and looks and being a character. So it's really great.
I think it's kind of like a mix of America's Next Top Model and Project Runway, but with drag. That's what it's
And drama and glam and glitter and amazing things.
Yeah.
It just sounds awesome. We should have like a viewing party at some point. Just
But I've watched everything twice already, so
Oh yes, and
it's
we're
on
going-
Netflix.
Yes, it's on Netflix, and we're going to watch Cosplay Melee. We're going to have like a viewing night, the 3 of us, and just watch all the episodes of Cosplay Melee because we're really interested in seeing what that's all about.
Yes.
Cool.
So I think that's pretty much it, really. I'm just going to see if there's any questions in our chat for you. Let's see. Well, Eden says that she went to see the Norwegians play the music from Twin Peaks and various Lynch movies yesterday. It was so good. That sounds very cool.
Understandable.
Yes. I really love Twin Peaks. It's amazing. So I'm very keen to see the new stuff that's coming out. But I haven't seen anything yet.
I don't want to see anything yet. I want to save it.
No, let's save it up so we can binge.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, let's see. Oh, Aslak wants to know, how do you feel about 3D printing?
I knew you would ask me this, Aslak. I love 3D printing. My boyfriend is really into 3D printing and it's really great. So I'm a big fan. Wanted.
Cool.
Yes, 3D printing is great.
Yeah. I haven't tried it, but I really like it because Sunniva made me like this awesome Witcher medallion that I haven't gotten around to painting yet. But
Well, I didn't make it. I downloaded it from a page called Thingiverse, where you can put free 3D printable stuff up. So I haven't designed it myself.
but you
I just
printed it for me. It was very nice.
Yes,
Yes.
I did. I also printed one for myself, and it glows in the dark.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
Now I want a 3D print too.
Yes, I want one too, but it's too expensive. Can't afford.
Oh, I know what you can 3D print for me.
Pray
The
do tell.
huh?
Pray do tell.
Yes, the Goron's ruby.
Ah. Yes, do that.
Yeah.
And Sample has a question that she's asked before, which I think is very funny. If you were a fruit or a vegetable, what would you be and why?
I would be because I'm allergic to apples and sometimes I'm so tired of myself. No, I don't know. Oh no, I don't even like vegetables. Can I be something else?
Yes, it could be a fruit.
And technically, nuts are fruit.
Or berries. Berries are cool. I think I chose strawberry the last time she asked that question.
Yeah, I chose
Oh,
mango.
that's cool. I can be a strawberry.
Yeah, cool. There we go. She would be a
I want to be a coconut.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't have any reasons, but they are hard on the outside and soft inside.
Yeah.
Just like me. No.
All right. Aslak is Sunniva, do you want to print Diva's headset? Yes.
Yes.
That needs to happen.
Yes.
All right. Sample says peach. You seem like a peach person.
Maybe.
And Lucia says be a potato. It goes with anything. Haha.
Honestly.
All right. Enough with the fruits and everything.
They're just trying to stall us. So
yes. So we go on overtime.
They like that.
They really like that, it seems.
we've seen right through you guests.
Mhm. All right. So it's been really great having you on, Linnea. Thank you so much for coming
Thank
on
you.
the show.
Thank you.
Can't
for
wait to see you at
inviting me.
Turcom.
Well-
Yes.
yes, that'll be super fun.
Yes.
Sample says, one more hour. No, we can't do that because Linnea has work in the morning. So that's why we're early today. Yes. All right.
Go watch our older episodes, then you get plenty of hours.
Yes. More than 94 of them.
Yeah, and then you open a chat with all of us CosCast girls at once, and you can have almost the CosCast experience.
Yes. Okay. So thank you guys for watching. We don't really know what we're going to have on for next Sunday yet. We're hoping to get a pre-NCC with the Norwegian team going. So fingers crossed. And yeah, so we'll see you next Sunday at 9 o'clock at our regular scheduled time. And we hope you guys have a nice week. And bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.